Welcome to the Best Things Podcast. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Best Things Pod as well. Now, here are your hosts, Craig and Aaron.
Hello, Internet. Welcome in to the Best Things Podcast. My name is Craig, and sitting next to me, as always, Aaron Brooks. How are you doing today, friend?
Fantastic. Wonderful.
One more word.
Exuberant.
I didn't expect that word. I know one reason you're feeling this way, man. It's October.
Yeah.
It's been feeling nice.
Oh, it's been
here in our hometown.
Here. Yeah.
In central Arkansas.
Yeah.
It's been great.
You can feel the
Don't do it.
The Christmas creeping into the air.
I knew it was coming. It is not Christmas season yet.
It's almost.
It's not. It's not.
We are in the month that the Christmas season begins.
No, we're not. We have a whole other month and a half to go.
No.
Okay. You got to let us know in the comments, okay? We'll throw this on the TikToks and the YouTubes, okay? When do you start celebrating Christmas?
Well,
is it in October? I wasn't asking you. I was asking them. Like, when is it? Okay, real talk. When do you guys start? When does a tree go up? When do you start watching stuff and all that? I know it's super early.
The tree usually goes up the middle of November. This year I think it's going up earlier because we've got a lot of things happening in December this year.
It's true.
So Erica, she wanted us to really get to enjoy the full Christmas season. So she says it's going up earlier, but typically it's the middle of November before we put the tree up.
See, that's at least appropriate.
Usually the 12th to the 15th, somewhere in there we shoot for.
So when you say October is the time, then
you start watching Christmas programming.
No.
You might throw on a little Christmas music once a week while you're driving.
Oh, man. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't.
Try it.
I can't.
Just try it.
I can't.
You like it.
I don't know if it was all those years of working on magazines and having to do Christmas stuff super early that has desensitized me to doing it too early, but like I can't. Day after Thanksgiving is when you start Christmas stuff.
Oh, that's too late.
No, day after Thanksgiving. You got to give Thanksgiving its due. You've got to give it its spotlight.
There is really no such thing as the Thanksgiving season. It is a day.
It's November.
It is a day.
Look, you break up. I mean, I am thankful. The holiday season is here. You've got October that centers around Halloween and fall and all those things. November 1 all the way up until Thanksgiving Day is Thanksgiving-y, and you turn from pumpkins and stuff to more fall leaves and mums and that kind of stuff. And then after Thanksgiving Day, it becomes Christmas season. And Christmas season to me lasts just beyond Christmas and goes all the way into New Year's. It's the right way you do it. Internet knows what's up. Speaking of gift giving, like Christmas, we have a gift for you. We got new stuff.
Oh,
so if you're watching this, we're in true talk show fashion. We got our little mugs here with the best things on it. So if you're listening only on our audio podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast, hop over onto YouTube and take a look at these mugs. I'm sure we'll put a picture of them. This is what we're giving away for those of you who are going to review us on Apple Podcast and let us know you have reviewed, and we're going to send you one of these mugs.
I've had some people telling me that they're going to do that, and they have yet to do it, I think.
Blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear.
You know, you're all talking, no action. Get to it.
Yeah. Because we got these sick mugs that we want to give it to you for free. And Aaron has water in his mug. I made the poor choice of putting Red Bull in mine. And Red Bull in a mug just is weird. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to front at all. It's weird. So yeah, do all the stuff. If you're brand new to the show, I know we've got some new people who may be listening. Thank you for hopping on and going on this wild ride with us. Here's basically the premise of the show. We talk about random junk. food, culture, movies, tech, the like.
Yep.
We ramble on for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then we talk about some of the worst things. And then we start ranking stuff and bracket in like a true bracket form, March Madness style. We put them against each other to see which one actually is the best thing. And at some point in there, we listen to your feedback and comment on all the craziness that you guys throw at us on TikTok and YouTube because it gets wild. So today, Aaron, what is our topic? I think you threw this one out into the bullpen.
Yes. We are talking about cookies. National Cookie Day is
it's one of those days.
It's one of these days right here. But October is actually National Cookie Month.
Oh, the day and the month?
The day and the month are in the same exact month, so.
And day.
And day, yeah. You can celebrate both at once with 2 cookies.
Yeah, you get double cookie.
So, get your glass of milk out and get ready for some cookie and milk talk today.
Yeah, because I bet that's coming up soon. Quick question, though, before we dive into it. Like, is an Oreo 1 cookie or 2 cookies?
It's 1.
It's 1 cookie,
It's
even though
one
it's
cookie.
2 cookies?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has become a sandwich,
It's a sandwich cookie.
which makes it 1. I am going to sound some alarm bells here, though. Keebler's website is down.
Uh-oh. Are they okay?
The elves have burned the tree down finally. It happened.
They've been teasing it for
That's
decades.
where all the servers were held in one of the trees, and it's quit. Oh, man.
That's disappointing.
Welcome to the magical world of Keebler. It's not magical when you click on it.
DNS failure.
Gosh,
All
dang
right.
it, guys.
Let's get into it today.
Before we figure out which one's the best thing, we have to talk about all the things. It's time for the thing about the things.
All right, this is the part of the show where we're going to just talk about stuff. And we did this last time too with our fast food episode. It was a lot of fun. We looked at the same list and just kind of went through them. And so we're going to do something similar this time as well. We have 2 different categories of cookies though that we got to talk about. And I'm glad you brought this up because when I was first thinking about this episode, I was strictly thinking like homemade cookie flavors. And then you brought up the very good point that there are some great prepackaged cookies out there. They may not quite compare to the quality of taste and stuff that a homemade cookie, like the example you used was a Chip Ahoy and a homemade chocolate chip.
Yeah.
They're just not going to compare to each other.
They don't.
But worthy of the conversation, though.
They each have their own place.
Yes.
Like Chips Ahoy are good.
Absolutely. So which one do you want to start with first? Grocery store, prepackage?
No. Let's start in the kitchen.
Yeah, let's start in the kitchen.
This is because I think this reminds me of childhood a lot. Baking cookies, warm cookies out of the oven. Baking cookies for Santa.
Yeah.
Taking cookies, to a neighbor. Cookies are a wonderful gift.
They're great. I mean, you want to bless somebody at Christmas time or Thanksgiving or Halloween, the holiday season, give them some cookies.
Who doesn't love cookies?
I have not met a single person that doesn't love a cookie. They're
like this portable...
Because there's so many different ones and variety and textures and different ways you can do it.
You can just... Yeah. There are probably more variations to the cookie than there are mixtures at Sonic for a drink.
You're probably right. Because you can mix and match these cookies just like you can those drinks.
And when you do a search, you can look through and see this isn't just something that we like here in the good old US of A. I mean, every culture around the world has their own unique cookie.
Global.
I mean, cookies are the world's love language.
That's a good point. So we're going to go down this list. This first list, both of these are mashed articles. So if you want to go look it up, you can. We can go back and forth mentioning each one. But number 25 on this list is a biscotti cookie. Are you a fan of the biscotti?
No, for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
One, they are very hard.
They are very hard.
And that goes into the next part because a lot of people typically drink them with a caffeinated beverage.
That's true.
Which I typically don't drink. Third, a lot of people...
You have to do something.
Dunk these cookies.
That's right.
So, no, I don't usually get to the biscotti.
This could probably go in more. This could probably fit in your worst category. Then
it would be on that list.
Number 24. You want to take this one?
If I get on the right page. There we go. Fortune cookies.
I like fortune cookies.
A lot of people hate on the fortune cookies when they're at the Chinese restaurant. I don't care how bad the fortune cookie is. I will always eat it.
You got to.
People are like, oh, no, I'm just going to pull it out and read it. And they like, wait a second. No. Pass that over here. I'll eat the cookie.
It's a nice little, it's not overly sweet, but it's a good fortune cookie at least is not super dry either, but it's dry enough that it's like a palate cleanser almost.
There are people who say that it was invented in California. Others say, no, it was over in the Far East, China, Japan, somewhere.
Honestly, I don't care where they were invented. Yeah. Like, it's a nice little tradition.
Uh-huh.
Number 23, shortbread cookies.
Not one of my favorites.
Yeah?
I feel like there was maybe an episode of Good Eats at one time. I feel like I've heard Alton Brown go into great detail. I feel like this is a really old cookie.
I think it is, yeah. It looks like here the shortbread cookie originated in Scotland, has been around since the Middle Ages.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, so it's been around for a while.
It is a very dense cookie. Shortbread cookies don't have, well, it says it right here. See, they don't have leaveners in them.
Yeah.
So they're a very dense cookie.
With the pecan sandy?
That's what I was just going to say. I feel like the pecan sandy is a shortbread cookie.
Yeah.
It's just, and that one's a little dry and crumbly for my texture.
A little bit.
I'll eat one every now and then, but again, I feel like I see a lot of people dunk those in coffee.
Yeah. That's why I like it. I like that way better than a biscotti. If I'm going to dunk something in coffee, a shortbread cookie, especially a pecan sandy, they're good. Again, homemade. You're making them from scratch. These are homemade cookies. You can get to your level of sweetness that you prefer, but these don't necessarily. They're not usually overly sweet because you're trying to complement it with something else. Typically, mostly a hot beverage. I don't see. You don't do sandies or shortbreads a lot in milk. I usually see it in coffee or hot cocoa.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, see, now that's weird. Do people actually dip it in hot cocoa?
I dip cookies in hot cocoa from time to time.
Nah.
Okay. We need to get it out there. If you're a long-time listener to the podcast, you already know where he stands on dunking. But there's some people here that don't. Can you elaborate why you're weird?
Because cookies being dunked in a liquid is gross, is garbage. Who wants crumbs in their drinking beverage? Who wants a soggy cookie?
No soggy bottoms?
Absolutely. Soggy bottoms are never good.
Okay.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand how you can't be... When's the last time you did it? Have you ever done it?
Oh, yeah, I've done it. I've done it multiple times. It never gets any better. Even when I eat a slice of cornbread and a glass of milk, that's never...
I can't do that.
It's the same premise.
It's not. There is, at some point, the same reason I wouldn't put a brownie in milk. At some point, there is... You're putting something soft. I don't know. It's just different. A cornbread, a brownie, a blondie, those are too crumbly. They're too airy. A cookie is compact. It's put together. And that makes, and the milk or the coffee or the hot cocoa or whatever other beverage, weirdos who dip it in cider or something. I don't know if that's a thing. That helps loosen up and makes the experience more enjoyable.
So having liquid soaked into the cookie enhances the eating experience.
Yes.
That makes absolutely
but you can't do it too long.
Sense.
If you do it too long, then you get to the point that I think you're afraid of: sogginess, crumbs in the bottom.
You're still going to get crumbs, even if you just dunk and go.
But minimal. Negligible, I would even say. Number 22. What do we got?
Butter cookies.
I like a good butter cookie.
These are sort of, I associate with like Christmas. People will give you like a tin of cookies. That's what these are, right?
This is grandma cookies.
Yeah.
Every grandmother everywhere has a tin of these somewhere.
Do any of these actually taste different, or are they just different shapes? I never can tell.
That's a great question.
I know butter cookies are similar to shortbread cookies, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a different.
Probably a lot more butter in a butter cookie. I would hope. I mean, you're leading us to believe that, but it says butter cookies go well with a cup of coffee or tea.
You're seeing it. Now that's a very British thing to do, right? The butter cookie and tea.
And do they call them biscuits?
They do call cookies. No, well, I say that, but I'm pretty sure there is a type of. Okay, my best guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're from Great Britain, we do have some British listeners out there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's a difference between cookies and biscuits. Although what we would typically call a cookie is mostly called a biscuit over there. But I think a cookie is more of like your crispy cookie. And a biscuit has more airiness to it, if that makes sense. So I think, yes, your shortbreads, your butter cookies, those would be considered biscuits. And your crispy cookies are cookies. That goes back to your famous saying, I speak from 100% no knowledge on this subject. But there you go.
Speaking of cookies and our friends across the pond,
yes,
I saw a meme today that said something about, let's see if I can remember this. It pictured an Oreo, and it said something about calling it a chocolate sandwich biscuit. And they said, now I understand why the Revolutionary War had to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. We could go over a whole episode on the differences between U.S. and Britain, and I think there's almost like been like a new British invasion over the last couple of years with Great British Baking Show, Ted Lasso. It feels like I have had more British culture lately than I have my entire previous 3 decades on this planet.
Macarons.
Yeah, number 21, macarons. Macarons and macaroons are different, right?
Those are 2 different cookies, yes.
Okay.
Macaroons, which I like as well, those are kind of the little coconut haystack type cookies.
Okay.
Macarons are basically a meringue. They're made from egg whites.
Macarons.
Yes.
That's probably how they say it.
Uh-huh. And they're sort of a little sandwich.
They're a sandwich cookie.
They're a sandwich cookie.
Mm-hmm.
They've become very popular here in the
Very
U.S. in the last
popular.
couple of years. I mean, places are just popping up all over the place making macarons.
And you can have a good macaron or you can have a bad one. There's not
had
really
both.
an in-between.
No, they go one way or the other, and I have had both of them.
Yeah.
And a bad one is a bad one,
Yeah.
and it'll make you be like, I don't ever want to try another
Right.
one. But if you have only experienced a bad one, trust me,
Yeah.
there are good ones.
There are.
And when you have one of those, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful experience.
Because when you have a good one, it's got an airiness to it. It's
Yeah.
light.
Mhm.
It's really enjoyable. But honestly, they tend to lean toward the sweet side. So I can't have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I can only have like maybe 2 or 3. I know some people who go through a sleeve of them, but they just have a sweet tooth, I guess. But
I
yeah,
like all the different flavors and varieties that you can get.
you can do lots of stuff with them.
We've given these as Christmas or birthday gifts to people. I mean, they're such a unique treat, and for as little and as light as they are, they can be fairly expensive little cookies.
That's absolutely. Have you tried to make them yourself yet?
No, and the reason that they have such a price tag is because it's a fairly involved process
It really
to
is.
make these, and they're very delicate because you're dealing with egg whites, and they can deflate so easily.
So quick.
So you look at them, you're like, how is that cookie so expensive? Well, after you've made them or you've watched somebody make them, then you begin to understand how much time and effort goes into actually producing those. And it's like, okay, that's why it's such an expensive little cookie.
That's right. Number 20,
Ooh, yeah.
Chocolate crinkle cookies.
I love me some chocolate crinkle cookies.
I don't know. I'm looking at this right here. I don't know that I've had one.
Wait, your mom never made these? I cannot believe.
If I don't think so.
That's surprising.
Right?
Especially, I always see these people bake these and give them around at Christmas time especially.
Really?
I mean, that's my first association with this cookie.
They look
the Christmas
delicious.
season.
They're
amazing.
Rich, though.
They're a very soft, chewy, almost leaning into the cake / brownie side.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I just love...
the picture looks incredible. Covered in powdered sugar?
Oh, yeah.
Are they always covered in powdered sugar?
Yep.
They look great.
There is also a lemon crinkle cookie. And
I would like that
it's
less.
a springtime one.
Okay.
I like it better because citrus. I love citrus.
You love your
pump
citrus,
the citrus into stuff. Yes.
Yeah, it says down here, these cookies are generally associated with the holiday season.
Yep.
Christmas special recipes sometimes contain orange and cinnamon. Have you had one of these with orange or chocolate orange?
No, I'm not big on the orange and chocolate together.
Really? I'm not either. Cinnamon, I could see a cinnamon version going pretty well. I like cinnamon cookies, though. I like spiced cookies. I'm realizing more and more.
I like a snickerdoodle.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
But I don't know.
What's number 19, Aaron?
This is a pretty famous cookie right here.
Yeah?
Especially in New York for some reason. I don't know why.
I know why.
Okay, it's the black and white cookie. Now I remember why.
Yeah.
It's a show that I have just recently watched.
Yeah.
It's got some connection to Seinfeld, right?
It does. It was a big, it was a whole episode based around the cookie. Jerry's going on, you got to look to the cookie. It's two colors coming together, two races coming together, two contrasting opinions coming together. And so Jerry is telling Elaine it's the perfect cookie because you got chocolate and vanilla and you can give both in the same bite. And it's just this big, it's more satire and funny because of the episode.
What is the actual cookie itself?
Honestly, I don't know. I've had a black and white cookie.
Have you? I've never had a soft vanilla cake-like cookie is what this describes it as.
Yeah.
I remember Babish. I've watched a video of Binging with Babish where he makes a black and white cookie.
Really?
Probably from the Seinfeld episode.
Probably.
But I have never tried one. They've always looked, interesting.
Yeah. Number 18 is macadamia nut cookies.
Okay, let's skip number 18 and just go right to number 17.
Yeah, because that's really what you're here for.
I did not know that number 18 existed. I was like, wait a second, they're missing something on it.
Right.
And then I saw number 17.
Which is white chip macadamia nut.
That's the one I didn't, like, who eats it without the white chocolate? Like, what fun is that?
Yeah, that takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, hot take, Wake, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Some of the best white chip macadamia nut cookies I have ever had.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Subway?
Yes! That's the best thing at Subway is the white chip macadamia cookie.
We just recently kind of ripped on Subway, I think, in a fast food. And but they do make a good.
They make a good cookie. They should abandon the sandwiches and just become a Great American Cookie.
I was going to say, they could challenge Great American Cookie. Forget sandwiches, lean into the cookies, because you do that pretty good.
They do.
Now, here's the thing, though. I have not had a cookie from Subway in many years, so I don't know if their cookies have gone the way of their sandwiches or not.
Maybe we're hanging out tonight. Maybe I just need to swing by a Subway and get some cookies. You wonder if they would look at you weird. You get in line, you wait in line with all the other people. You get to the first spot, and they say, "What kind of bread?" You're just like, "No bread." You need to go through the whole process. Don't just go, "I'm just here for a cookie." No, just go through the whole process. What kind of meat would you like? No meat.
No meat.
Vegetables? No veggies. I want to do that now. Good gracious. Okay, 16.
Whoopie pies.
Whoopie!
Woo! Whoopie! Did you know a whoopie pie is not a pie at all? How many of you out there know about the whoopie pie? Let's see a show of hands. Yeah, you. Whoopie pies are a sandwich cookie again.
Oh my god!
Not really a pie. It's sort of like the oatmeal cream pie. Not a pie, a cookie. So don't get confused here. This is not a pie episode. This is a cookie episode still. It is, I believe, from somewhere in the Northeast, like Rhode Island, New Hampshire. Does it say in this list? Am I missing it somewhere?
I don't know.
Do you see that?
I don't see it
The
anywhere.
whoopie pie was created when Amish women used leftover cake batter to make little cookie-shaped pies.
So you can imagine Pennsylvania then.
The men and kids would shout, "Whoopie!" over the treats, and the name stuck. With a tasty dessert like a whoopie pie, it's easy to understand why people were compelled to yell, "Whoopie!"
Do you think this is where, what came first, whoopie pie or Oreo? Because I know Oreos came really early, but you got to think this came first, right?
Oh, I would think so.
And they're not necessarily the same, but they kind of are. The whoopie pie's got a much cushier, fluffier cookie.
Sort of cakey.
It's very much a cake.
It's a delicious cookie, cake, and pie hybrid.
Whoopie pie, though, man.
These are a lot of fun to make. You get them in different flavors, but the most popular one's got to be the chocolate with the vanilla
cookie,
cream.
Yeah. They're great, man.
It's like an Oreo with a soft outside on it.
Which, Oreo came out with, and I think they brought it back recently, the Cakesters, which is essentially a whoopie pie.
The Cakester was a whoopie pie.
Those are
that's
so
what it was.
good. You just got the Oreo flavor with it instead of more of a traditional thing. Number 15, salted caramel cookies.
Never heard of these?
I can imagine them, though.
Looking at the picture of this, these are what I would always heard called a thumbprint cookie.
Yep.
And you could put like a Hershey's Kiss in the middle of it.
You get that a lot at Christmas time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess they just put salted caramel in there. I like salted caramel. I've always liked those kind of cookies, so I don't know.
Do you think salted caramel is a little overhyped?
Yeah, it's become
It had a
too
big
trendy.
moment. Yeah. But this, it looks
Everybody
good.
was doing salted caramel everything.
Everything. Number 14.
Ginger snaps.
Oh, man.
Now this is like an old cookie, I would think. Like this is like pirates were on ships eating ginger
And I would
snaps.
assume, I'm looking here, I would assume this came from the East.
I would think so. Does it give us anything in here
Man,
about
I
it?
can get lost in a box of ginger snaps. I can just sit there for an hour in eating them. I love ginger snaps.
Again, you said that you were really into kind of spice cookies.
Yeah.
The first mention of ginger snaps took place around 1805, according to the Dictionary of American Food and Drink, although cooks were baking with gingerbread long before then. So I don't know.
Now, ginger snaps are different than gingerbread cookies.
Yep.
People get those confused. This is more of a crispity, crunchity cookie.
SouthFloridaReporter.com, though, they say the ginger snap originated in 1206 in Germany.
Oh, I could see that too, though. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see
What
that.
I was going to say, though, was I like the spiciness of a ginger snap.
Yeah.
It's a very hard cookie again. It's one I see people dip a lot.
Yeah. I dip. That's probably one reason why I like them.
I just crunch through them.
Yeah.
Just, break a tooth on one. But I think it's almost supposed to be kind of one of those, like a digestive cookie because of all the ginger. I think there's supposed to be like some health benefits.
The Brits would call it a digestive biscuit.
A digestive biscuit, yes. I think that's probably just some kid was like, you know what, this is really healthy for you. If you let me have these cookies, some kid convinced their parents to let them eat cookies, and they're like, this is good for my health.
We've definitely reached the holiday season part of this list because number 13 is the molasses cookie.
See, this is a year-round cookie for me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I tend to.
I just went Minnesotan. On that. Oh, yeah.
I think it's got so many holiday spices in it, though.
It's got all those fall spices
And maybe
in it.
because when my mom makes it, she really leans, and we usually have it around fall, and she leans a little extra into all the holiday spices. I think my mom adds some kind of nut in there also with hers. And maybe a little hint of caramel in there, too.
These are cookies that when you buy them, you will find them crispy and soft both.
Yeah.
I'm a soft molasses cookie guy.
Oh, I am, too. I'm a soft cookie fan anyway.
Yes.
The perfect cookie you shouldn't hear anything but when you're eating it. Like I'm not gonna snap it. No, you're not gonna hear any crunch out of mine. Number 12 is
gingerbread cookies.
Yes. So these are different than ginger snaps.
Not as healthy.
No.
Not for your digestion.
No.
These are things that you just build out of the Christmas season, and you shouldn't eat because gingerbread cookies are kind of lame.
No, I wouldn't say that. There's some good gingerbread out there. You and Erica, or Erica make some pretty good gingerbread.
She makes the gingerbread. I love hers. Yeah, that's great. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are really good
Just
cookies.
saved your butt.
I do like those. Yeah. Man, I can't wait to have those gingerbread cookies this Christmas season.
Yeah.
Looking forward to those. Going to be good.
Speaking of holiday cookies, we have number 11, the sugar cookie.
This is the one that I meant to say is no good.
Yeah.
She also makes these, and I don't like the sugar cookie at all. I feel like it's just a bland cookie.
So some people will say, well, sugar cookie is like vanilla ice cream. No.
No.
No. Sugar cookie literally is the base of your cookie. And it's not even a good base, because the best base has brown sugar in it, like a chocolate chip cookie. This sugar cookie's got the white, and it's just not, I don't know. It's really boring.
This would be the de facto Christmas cookie, though.
Yeah, because you decorate the mess out of it.
They're fun to decorate.
Yeah.
These are the ones you should really just look at and not eat. You're going to leave some out for Santa Claus. It's these. It's interesting that these are related to the Christmas season, though, because these actually were created in Nazareth.
Really?
Pennsylvania. Yes, by German Protestant settlers.
Dude, you had these right there.
Nazareth, Pennsylvania in the 1700s. So, yeah, but still.
Yeah. The ingredients, sugar.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah. Oh, man. This article says variations on the sugar cookie include a lemon glaze. That makes it way worse to me.
Oh, now see, you might get me in.
No.
What is your problem with citrus?
I mean, I have no problem with citrus. I don't like it as much as you do.
You're a foodie.
Yeah?
And I think it was Gordon Ramsay or one of his cohorts that said something to the effect of the difference between a home cook and a pro chef is that a pro chef always uses citrus to elevate things.
I would agree with that.
I mean, citrus makes everything better. It just lifts it. Your mood is up here. Woo!
But a lot of these things that you're talking about, how much you like citrus, is like all citrus. Like, it's just that's the flavor. It's not elevating anything. It's making it the flavor.
Well, yeah. That elevated it. You take a terrible sugar cookie and turn it into a lemon cookie, and it's suddenly better.
All right, give us number 10.
Funfetti cookies.
Okay, I am surprised this makes number 10 on this list.
I do question this a bit.
Because isn't this basically a sugar cookie with the funfetti sprinkles in it? And I've made my opinions on sprinkles very clear on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Okay, so I have not done enough research to know anything about what we're reading here, other than I've just looked at it. And so I am going to just ramble here for a second and say that I have had funfetti cookies that were made from a cake mix. Somebody will take the cake mix and turn it into a cookie. I don't know if that's what this is or not.
I mean, it sounds like it would be, right?
If it is, it's better than just a sugar cookie.
Okay.
Because I am a fan of those cookies that you just make out of a box cake mix. They turn out to be pretty good cookies.
Yeah.
A whole lot better than just a plain sugar cookie.
Right.
So if that's what we got, then great. If it's just a sugar cookie with sprinkles on it, you've only made the sugar cookie slightly better.
I'm assuming it is, because at the bottom of this part of the article says these chewy cake-like cookies are incredible with a glass of milk.
Okay.
So that must be what they're talking about. Number 9, I don't consider a cookie. Fully.
Well, it's half cookie.
It's the brookie.
Well,
I don't know.
What do you consider it?
I guess it truly is a hybrid, because I don't consider it really either. I think it's almost its own little thing.
Is the brownie its own thing? Are there other things in the brownie category, or does the brownie stand alone?
I don't know. I mean, what's the difference between a brownie and a blondie? Is it just vanilla instead of chocolate?
For the most part.
So it wouldn't be a here. I don't know what's the big difference between a brookie? What's extra in a brookie that makes it cookie-ish?
So it's a brownie with chocolate chip dough cookie dough on top of it, and you bake them together, and it's like a double layer.
So you got brownie on the bottom,
cookie dough on the top.
Cookie dough on top.
It's a hybrid.
It's definitely a hybrid.
It's good.
They're delicious.
But
I'm not questioning that.
I don't think that it deserves to be just in the cookie category.
Okay.
I would just say this
there.
is a dessert.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
It's worth being possibly number 9 in that list, but
just a dessert list or a cookie list?
Dessert list.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But you can't just throw it into cookies.
No, I think it's misplaced in this article. Number 8 is question mark.
You talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking.
Okay. I thought you were giving it to us.
Leslie, I was not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
The oatmeal raisin cookie.
A lot of vibrato in that. This is another one of those, like a macaron, that can be great or terrible. There's really not a middle ground here for me. Have you had many mediocre oatmeal raisins that you're fine with?
Nope. I was just going back through all my different experiences eating oatmeal raisin cookies, and I concur. There are really good ones, and there's really bad ones.
Mm-hmm. But the good ones are great.
I know people hate on me for it a lot. I feel like the oatmeal raisin cookie gets a ton of hate from people. Just raisins in general, dude.
Yeah. I think it's because it's considered an old person cookie because it's got something healthy. It's got 2 healthy things
raisins
in it.
And oats.
But it's really not that healthy.
It's not a healthy cookie.
No.
We make them at home. Let me assure you that because we make a brown butter oatmeal raisin cookie, and I will swear to you that there are no health benefits to the cookie that we make. But it is so good. We also do a variation of it with a white chocolate craisin.
I was about to ask if you had done one with craisins.
Oh, I love those too.
Yeah.
Those are amazing. I'll tell you another place that makes a really good oatmeal raisin cookie, and that is out of the Walmart bakery. Not like great value in the cookie shelf, but you got to go up there to where they've got the pies.
Where
and
they're
all
actually making stuff.
Get their oatmeal raisin cookies. They are so soft. It's just like homemade cookies. They're incredible.
Interesting. Number 7, we don't have to spend a lot of time on because we talked about the better version of this, the white chocolate chip cookie. Just get it with macadamia nuts if you can. What's number 6?
The M&M chocolate chip cookie.
I'm really not a fan of this.
Okay, see, I was worried we were about to have a little, spat here over this.
Are we, or are you in agreement?
No, I'm in agreement. Yeah. I think this is an overrated cookie. Very overrated. This is marketed to kids.
Exactly right.
It's colorful like sprinkles, and it's got M&Ms in it.
The candy takes away from it. The hard outer shell takes away from the cookie. Now, if you did this with just the chocolate, well, I mean, it'd just be a chocolate chip cookie, but it would be a little bit different of a variation. Yeah, it's not as good for me. If you don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know. This is just a sugar cookie, basically, with M&Ms in it. Is it a sugar cookie or is it a chocolate chip cookie base, do you think?
I have seen it done both ways.
Both ways?
You can make it either way. If you're going to do it and try to make it any better, you got to do it with chocolate chip cookie dough, not sugar cookie dough.
Number 5, this is worthy of a top 5 spot, the peanut butter cookie.
Yes, it is.
And this picture we're seeing on Mashed has peanut butter oozing out of the middle.
Oozing out of it.
I have not had that cookie.
It is a stuffed peanut butter cookie. I've never seen one like this.
I've never seen a stuffed peanut butter cookie.
I saw that picture. I was like, oh, I got to have this. Wow.
Peanut butter cookies are great. Peanut butter cookies might complement milk more than a chocolate chip cookie. Just because peanut butter dries out a little bit, it requires liquid. And those of us that prefer to dip, it's a great dipping cookie. If you don't want to dip, it's a great complement to milk.
Yeah. This is one of those cookies, unlike some of the ones we've mentioned. I think that I have had really bad peanut butter cookies. I've had mediocre cookies, middle of the road peanut butter cookies, really great peanut butter cookies. I like them all. I mean, I will not turn down a peanut butter. Even if it's bad, I'll be like, yeah, I'll have another one.
No. Yeah.
Peanut butter cookies are great. I've made them with as few as 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
You just mix up eggs, peanut butter, and some vanilla, smash them down, sprinkle a little sugar on top, and bake that without even flour and stuff in them. We've gone to the high-end side and made fancy peanut butter cookies. They're all good.
They're all good.
I love peanut butter cookies. And now I want to try some of these stuffed peanut butter cookies.
They look really good. Go online and look. Ooh. If we remember, we'll throw the image up on YouTube. But number 4 is
the double chocolate chunk cookie.
Too much for me.
We're in agreement again. I was going to say,
we're slapping hands.
Overloaded this thing. Look at that. This would be down my wife's alley. She's like, you can't get too much chocolate.
Yeah.
You can. You can't get too much chocolate.
And this is
that's it.
Yeah, you don't need chocolate chunk, not just chocolate chips either. Chocolate chunks with a chocolate cookie is just overload. There's no need for it. Oh, I'm glad I got number 3. Spoiler alert, my favorite cookie. Number 3, the Snickerdoodle cookie. I love a soft, spiced Snickerdoodle cookie.
As do I. I don't know that I would put it. I've got to think through my top cookies. It's in my top 5 probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's number 3, but it's a really good cookie.
Yeah, you get choked up about it.
I am.
This article does not do it justice because it says the Snickerdoodle is a delicious cinnamon sugar coated. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. I thought it said just a sugar coated or cinnamon sugar coated sugar cookie. No, the cookie is different because it's got the brown sugar in it. That makes it special. Brown sugar, man, is necessary for a good cookie. I'm coming to that realization.
Yes, all of the good cookies that we like,
which is just sugar and molasses, but
yes, but it is better than just white sugar.
Yes,
so much better. Number 2, I don't understand.
I don't either.
Again, we're in one of these places, and we'll just tell you it's a chocolate chunk cookie because number 1 is a chocolate chip cookie.
Right.
I don't know why is that number 2?
The ratio's off. I don't like chunks. Sorry, I don't like chocolate chunks, period.
Okay.
They shouldn't have any place in your cookie.
No.
I'm telling you. No. You
gone too far.
No.
You done messed up.
Chip over chunk.
Both.
You want both of them in the same cookie?
So in our chocolate chip cookie, it has chocolate chips and chocolate chunks because they react different. They do different things. They bring different flavors, textures, experiences, emotions, and reactions to a chocolate chip cookie.
No. The chunk is too much.
No. The chunk is just right in the right context. It's not just as a chocolate chunk cookie. It's a chocolate chip cookie with some chunks in there, some finely grated, chocolate chunks in there. Turn it into like dust. Sprinkle that in.
It depends on how big your chunk is. Like the chunks I'm talking about are ones that are like a fifth of the size of the cookie. They're these massive just craters. It's honestly the reason I don't like chocolate chip ice cream as much. I like cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, but if it's got the shards of chocolate in your ice cream, it overpowers the ice cream. The same principle applies for me in a cookie. I don't want those big giant boulders of chocolate. The chocolate chip is going to melt a little bit. It's going to give, but I got to bite through a chocolate chunk. Hey, that's just me. That's just me.
The chocolate chunk. Hang on. I want to address chocolate chips first. Because the chocolate chip cookie is the GOAT of all cookies.
Yes.
I thought you said it was a Snickerdoodle.
I prefer a Snickerdoodle. But you cannot deny that a chocolate chip cookie is the greatest of all time.
But if they were sitting side by side, you go to the Snickerdoodle over the chocolate chip.
Yes.
How many times out of 10?
It's closer than you would think, but probably 7 times, 7 times.
The chocolate chip, as much as I love the peanut butter cookie, the chocolate chip is the best. But here's what I would say. The whole mediocre thing and bad ones and good ones, that's real here. And bad chocolate chip cookies, I don't want a second bad chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, that's true.
I can eat the whole smorgasbord of peanut butter cookies, not chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
I've got to be on the middle of the road to upper end to eat one of these things.
Right.
Stay away from those. But don't get you need a good quality chocolate chip in it.
That's true.
And I prefer the semi-sweet to the dark chocolate side, not the milk chocolate side.
Because we're adults.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Your taste changed. A kid would not want that. A kid wants all the sugar and all the sweetness and milk chocolate and everything. No, I mean, as you get older, your tastes change, and suddenly you're not interested in all the super sweet stuff anymore. So, yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, we're going to transition now into the prepackaged side of things. These are what companies are making, and I can tell you this is a pretty good list. They're leaving off some stuff that I know that we're going to get into. We'll go through the same thing. There's 17 of these, so bear with us, podcast land. But if you're listening 45 minutes into this, you know what's up, and you love hearing the smooth, sultry voices of your pals, Craig and Aaron. Number 17, I know you think is a travesty. Golden Oreo.
I haven't been right since I read this.
Golden Oreo. I agree. I think it's too low on the list. I think you know that regular Oreo is going to be much higher up on this list.
I'm trying to find how this list originated. Okay, it does not appear that there's any sort of scientific reasoning behind this. There's no mathematics. There's no finances. It's not like these are the best selling to the worst selling to best selling. I
think it's just somebody's opinion.
This is Molly Allen's opinion. Okay,
this is what she says. We might be starting off with a controversial statement. That's saying something. But we're holding steady on Golden Oreo's ranking far, far away from the crown on this grocery store cookie list. Sure, some find that this Oreo flavor is ideal, and perhaps it has even been their favorite for years. But we're having a hard time figuring out why. Unless, of course, they're meant for cookie eaters who don't want much flavor.
Hold up, Molly. Hold up, Molly. What? Okay.
He's coming after you, Molly.
Not only is this not the worst, it is the best of the Oreo family.
See, I put it right there with original.
When I eat them side by side,
we're going to have to do a whole episode
on
Oreo.
I want another golden one. The golden ones, to me, just have so much more flavor.
I will agree with that. The golden ones have more eatability.
Yeah.
You go back to them because it doesn't seem as heavy.
It doesn't. This is just she's not just a controversial statement. This is
wrong.
This is so wrong. So
I
wrong.
agree. It's wrong to be at number 17 on this list. Yeah, for sure. What's number 16, though?
Nilla wafers, which I also disagree. I love Nilla wafers.
Yeah, this seems low for Nilla wafers. This is a iconic.
Molly hates vanilla.
I guess so.
I think Molly just hates vanilla stuff, which makes sense.
Nilla wafers, great for small children, which we'll both have experience with soon.
Nanner pudding.
Nanner pudding. It's got to be nanner pudding and nana pudding are two different things.
Jeffrey Dahmer is kind of into nana pudding. We'll hit on the cultural hot thing right now. You know, if you're watching the Dahmer series, that was one of his dishes.
There are too many Jeffrey Dahmer things out right now. There's like six different series. You can also use Nilla wafers, blitz them up for like a cheesecake crust or something.
So a lot of people like an Oreo crust. They like a graham cracker crust. I think the vanilla wafer crust is the superior crust.
Nilla wafer over graham cracker. Number 15 is, again, a travesty for being this
Molly.
low. Molly, we have problems.
Goodness gracious.
Nutter butter. Nutter butter is at number 15. That deserves to be a top 5 prepackaged cookie. I'm sorry. It's a top 5 cookie. I don't know why you've got it 10 spots below where it should be. Nutter butter is a peanut butter cookie with peanut butter in the middle of it.
Have you seen the double stuffed Nutter Butters?
Yes. Have you seen the giant ones? They make big ones.
Do they really?
They do.
They make a fudge covered one.
They're just so good.
And ever since Rhett and Link had the Nutter Udder, I have wanted to drink Nutter Butter milk. It looks so good.
Molly says, if you're a huge peanut butter fan, Nutter Butter cookies may be a staple on your snacking list.
So
and
you hate
certainly, if you're looking for a quick fix of peanut butter flavor, they can do the trick if you've run out of other options. But let's face it, these little sandwich cookies are pretty boring.
Really, Molly? Really?
Oh, my
And then
gosh.
I still have an issue with Molly.
Yeah.
Because she throws Famous Amos chocolate chip cookies at number 14.
Yeah.
I love the Famous Amos.
I can't remember ahead. Like, Famous Amos over Chip Ahoy.
10 times out of 10.
Always. Famous Amos is great.
What does she say about this? The concept of these little cookies just began to get stale. They're on the crunchier side of the spectrum. They're not any crunchier than Chips Ahoy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the only knock I have against Famous Amos chocolate chip is that they're crunchy.
And I'm going to say Famous Amos was doing these bite-sized cookies. Haven't they always been the bite-sized cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've always been the bite. Everything is now into the bite-sized stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They were ahead of the curve. They were so far ahead of everybody else. Nobody else was doing bite-sized stuff back in 1975 when Wally Amos founded the company.
What's funny, we probably should have just made this a worst list and just hated on Molly, apparently.
Yeah.
Because number 13, we're coming back at you. Instead of putting Fig Newtons anywhere on this list, Molly puts Strawberry Newtons at number 13. No, Fig over Strawberry all day long.
Fig Newtons over Strawberry Newtons all day, every day. And she doesn't even put them on her list.
No. I like Fig Newtons. Man, those are soft cookies. I like a soft cookie. We've established that. That is that soft cookie on the outside. And that's where I first got to love figs. And fig jam is really good. I like a lot of different candied fig stuff.
Well, I like figs too.
But Fig Newtons.
Prosciutto wrapped figs.
Oh, yeah. Number 12.
Okay. Molly. Lotus Biscoff cookies.
Should we just load up the worst things bumper because we're just doing it. We're doing it. Here we go.
Welcome to the best things.
No. These aren't the best things. These are the worst things.
Thank you, Molly. You have caused us to go off script, and now you have officially been labeled the worst. I feel kind of bad putting on her blast, but I really don't. Look at this list.
This list is terrible.
Number 12 is...
It's the Lotus Biscoff cookies.
Why is that on the list and Fig Newtons aren't?
She leads off by saying, this is one of the most popular airplane snacks. Yes, it's the one place I've had this cookie is on an airplane.
The only place I've had, yeah.
They've long been served on Delta flights.
Yep. And that's it.
I don't.
They're fine with coffee. They're good. I mean, I'm a dipper. So this is like one of those kind of crunchy cookies. It's got a little spice, holiday spice stuff, little nutmegs and stuff in there. But like this does not deserve to be past number 15. This is a post 15 cookie prepackaged.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't in my top 25.
Does not need to sniff anywhere near the top of this list. Number 11, I think, deserves to be a top 25 cookie, but I think there's a cookie that probably should take a spot ahead of it. But she puts Keebler Fudge Stripe cookies on the list. I like Fudge Stripe, though. And we still don't have Keebler.
I'm still trying to get to Keebler's website because there's some things I wanted to say about Keebler snacks here and speak directly to Molly about this, but... And we're hearing the worst. Okay, here's another worst. Keebler, your website's down. Good grief, people, get it together. We're craving a Keebler. Let's see here. Here's Walmart. Maybe Walmart can save us with the Keebler cookies. So Keebler, out of all their things, I cannot believe she's put the Fudge Stripe up here as their best cookie.
It's up there. I don't know that it's their best. They have some great
Fudge Stripes or pecan sandies.
Go ahead and talk about what you're going to talk. I know where you're going here.
The Vienna fingers. Or if you're from the South and you're used to eating Viennese sausages, you might call them the Viennese fingers. Again, I would argue these could be better than Golden Oreos. I love the Vienna finger cookie.
Talk us through it. What all's in there?
It's an oblong vanilla cookie. Hard, crunchy, with a beautiful vanilla cream layer. It's a sandwich cookie, of course. Get the double stuffed version if you can find it. Vanilla. They call it vanilla fudge cream, and it is super good. The second cookie that they've got that is right there on par with it is the EL Fudge Elfwich double stuffed cookie.
Yeah, it's a reverse Oreo.
It's a reverse Oreo, and the fudge in those things.
They make good fudge.
Dang it, they are good. They are so fudgy.
They're great.
They are both at least 15 times better than the fudge stripe, which is just a cookie with a little chocolate drizzle over it.
Well, is the fudge stripe a shortbread cookie? I feel like, or is it just a sugar cookie? It's a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
I remember I loved fudge stripe as a kid, and I had some not that long ago, within the last year, and they didn't hit the same. And I think that's because they're so sweet. They're using it's meant for kids. This is one fudge stripe my grandma always had in her pantry.
Yeah, I remember old people always had those in their houses. Keebler also makes a soft batch chocolate chip, which is much better. They make a coconut dream cookie, which is much better. Basically, I would probably choose most of their cookies over the fudge stripe. Well, not the grasshopper. I don't like the mint and fudge. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep the Molly hate going. I don't know whose turn it is. Number 10, though. What?
Walker shortbread.
What?
Never heard of it.
This is in your top 10?
Huh?
Walker shortbread, something that nobody's ever heard of?
Been around since 1898.
So? Who cares?
They hadn't been on my TV.
I'm just going to skip past that.
Oh, my gosh. This has got to be like a Babylon Bee article.
We're getting pumped, right? Number 9 is Mother's Circus animal cookies.
You know,
animal cookies?
The frosted animal cookies with the sprinkles on them.
Yeah.
Pink and white.
Better than regular animal cookies, I guess.
You're saying it's better than fudge stripes, and it's better than Fig Newtons and Nutter Butters and golden.
It's got sprinkles. Sprinkles have zero purpose.
Why does she say this is better? What is her thing here?
I don't know.
Let's see. We're talking about the package with the bright pink and white circus vibe, and what you found inside were pink and white frosted animal cookies with rainbow sprinkles that immediately put a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's deserving of a top 10 spot.
They may be nostalgic. Maybe you had these as a kid and it evokes memories of that.
But still, there's no reason to include that cookie in your top 10, let alone number 9. There's just no reason in it. Number 8.
Chips Ahoy Chewy.
Now, I will say, I love the chewy Chips Ahoy over the regular Chips Ahoy. Now, they do have a little bit of a chemically taste to it.
Yeah, they're sort of a fakey chewy thing.
They are. They don't deserve to be in the top, maybe even the top 20.
Yeah. That's a tough spot to put them.
Number 8. This is the same Chips Ahoy taste. It's just chewy, and like we mentioned, it's got the chemical taste to it.
It's the first one, though. I'm just losing my voice today.
I guess so.
It's the first one she's had in the list that's felt like it could be, I don't know.
Yeah, 1983 is when it came around. Number 7.
Here's the Keebler Coconut Dreams.
Yeah.
I will say she got one right where it should have been ahead of the fudge stripes.
Yes.
I still don't think it's a number 7
it's too
cookie.
High. This sounds like a 15 to 20.
I was going to say 15 to 20. It's somewhere up there.
Keebler Coconut Dreams. Number 6. Okay. This is the mint chocolate Milano. So when I first saw this article, I was commenting on the Milano. Mint chocolate, though.
Oh, the other one is just a regular chocolate Milano?
Yeah.
So they're not all mint chocolate.
I don't believe so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've had non-mint Milanos.
That sounds right. I haven't had one of these in years. I would not put it at number 6, even if it was a regular Milano.
Yeah, no, you're right. Number 5, Tate's chocolate chip cookies. Here's the deal. Tate's is a little... I have not had these, so it's hard to comment. But they look too crispy. It looks like a chocolate chip cracker.
They look so thin. Like a steamroller has rolled over these. Now, I know it says Rachel Ray ranked these as her favorite chocolate chip cookie back in 2016.
Cool.
I've never heard of them. I know that you have. You can buy them at the store?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen them at Walmart and stuff now.
I haven't even seen them. But just based off of the picture, I wouldn't be buying these, and I have trouble believing this is a top 5 worthy cookie.
You know this is a bad list when number 4 is the original Oreo. I think that's a travesty, especially if the golden Oreos are behind it. This is the highest ranked Oreo at number 4. I think you got to have Oreo in your top 3. And I think you just put Oreo. Whatever flavor you want to, just put Oreo.
It's good.
Really? You're not going to put it in your tops there?
The original Oreo?
Yeah.
No.
Have you had the thins?
No.
The thins are very good. The ratio,
Wait, how?
I think the ratio is a little bit better because you have about the same amount of cream, but the cookie is much thinner.
Why not just get the mega stuff and get...
Well, that's a lot.
Well, they're good.
I'm going to eat twice as many thins, but I feel better about myself. Number 3.
Grandma's peanut butter cookies. Just Grandma's in general.
Grandma's
I think
is
is a good brand.
Yeah. Solid brand. Yeah, I always reach for it because they're soft baked. They're delicious. Number 2.
Peanut butter Oreos.
I have not had these.
Okay, I have. I love the peanut butter Oreo. Better than the original Oreo.
Really?
Not quite as good as the golden Oreo. But I would put it in between there. I would sandwich this in between.
And number one for old Molly,
Oh my
according to her, is the Loft House Frosted Sugar Cookie. You know those terrible cookies you get for children's birthday
The
parties?
little clamshell package with
the really dry frosting and the really cookie.
it just crumbles and
that gets everywhere. It has sprinkles on it and makes you need something to drink right after it. Yeah, that she puts that number 1. And she says, we know this ranking will certainly come with some debate. Really, these bright pink, yellow, and sometimes blue sugar cookies have been argued over for years. There's a category of people who think they're absolutely disgusting. Present. And then there's those who could quite literally eat the entire container in one sitting. We're definitely in the latter category. Oops.
These sugar cookies, she says, are the dreams that school parties are made of.
There's your school party.
You remember in the Santa Claus 2 when the Christmas party was just sort of kind of boring before Scott Calvin shows up and really puts the magic of Christmas into it?
Yeah.
The reason everybody at that Christmas party was walking around so distraught and bored out of their minds because they walked down the buffet line and all they had there for dessert was, what are these? Loft House Frosted Sugar Cookies.
Oh, yeah. Trash. Okay, you got anything else in the worst category? I can't think of other bad cookies. Like, if it's a bad cookie, I avoid it.
I know there was one earlier I was trying to think of, and I don't think I wrote it down. No.
Mint cookies, I'm not usually a fan of. I don't mind mint and chocolate together, like an Andes mint or a Junior mint. But for some reason, in cookie form, it doesn't do it for me.
I like. There's cookies that weren't on this list that I think, if I was doing a list, I think I could come up with a much better list of 17.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Than what she did.
100% agree. I'm trying to think of what off the top of the dome, what would have gotten left off there. And I'm drawing a blank though.
Have you ever had the carrot cake Oreos?
I have not.
If you like spice things, you would love it because it is straight up fall.
Really?
And I would say it's up above the original Oreo.
Really?
You got to find the carrot cake.
Okay.
I don't know if they have rebranded one for like fall because they put that one out a lot at springtime. But the fall Oreo cookie or the carrot cake Oreo, it's really, really good.
We'll have to try.
Here's one that wasn't on any of our lists that we mentioned. The no-bake cookie.
I'm not a big fan. Again, it just doesn't do it for me.
What?
I can't explain why.
You ever had a Ranger cookie?
I don't know what that is.
Oh man, I love a Ranger cookie. It's got wheat germ, it's got flaxseed, oatmeal.
This sounds like a nutritional biscuit.
They do sound healthy, but let me assure you again, they are not so healthy. They are super good.
What about wedding cookies?
What is a wedding cookie?
It is those. Just Google it real quick. It's the one covered in powdered sugar. It's very dense. can't explain it.
Wait a second. I hate those. I hate those things. Mexican wedding cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how dry and crumbly that thing
They're
looks?
very
right there?
dry. I can't eat more than maybe one, max two.
I don't like those.
I think I like the powdered sugar part is why I like them.
Iced oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, great. Yes.
I like those too.
Yeah.
They're like chocolate with peanut butter in the center. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a Reese's. It's a Reese's peanut butter cup. That's exactly what you're thinking about, sir. You're getting the episodes confused. We did candy a while back.
No. It's like a peanut butter patty.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a cookie, got peanut butter in the center of it. Cover it over with that. Really good.
Yeah.
Anything with peanut butter in it's good.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's take a break from talking about cookies and think back and talk about some stuff that you were talking about, if I can find the right button.
We love hearing you talk about us. It's time for the best things about the best things. Want to hear your feedback on the show? Email us at feedback@bestthingspod.com, tweet at us at bestthingspod, or leave us a review.
All right, since we're running a little long, I've just got two comments from TikTok. Go follow us on TikTok at Best Things Pod. We're posting stuff there all the time, almost every day, sometimes multiple times a day. So go give us a follow if you haven't already. We did an episode not too long ago about football and football traditions and college football traditions, and we got to talking. We also talked about sports movies. That's where this comment came from. We were talking about Jerry Maguire, and we were talking about Moneyball, and how in Moneyball, Billy Bean, Brad Pitt's character Billy Bean, real life person, had this superstition that he would not go to the games, and so we got to talk about superstitions, and we asked some of you guys on TikTok, what is your sports superstition? And this is a couple of our favorites. I got two real quick. The first one's from Sea Turtle 1301. Said Peyton Manning is no longer welcome to Tennessee Volunteer home games. I guess something happened while he was at a game and they lost.
This year?
No, I don't think this is this year. I think this is an old.
Oh, okay.
Something that happened in the past, and they're just bringing it up.
I do. Yes, I do remember that.
Crooked Seams Creation. Okay, that's a weird username, bro. We have banned people from the house during Aggie games. My brother-in-law is personally responsible for that UCLA fiasco a few seasons back. I like that you have personally called him out. That is hilarious to me. So, do you have a sports superstition? Is there something you do? I know you're like me. If a shirt you're wearing isn't working, you change shirts.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Razorback basketball jersey that I have been known to wear, and there are people who claim that when I wear that jersey that were really bad, and Erica hid the jersey for a while so I couldn't get it out. I still wear it because I do not believe that the jersey has impacted our ability to play. I think there were other factors. It's not the jersey, but there are people who blame my jersey.
Has she put it away the last 2 seasons? Because we've made back-to-back Elite Eights. So.
I have worn it multiple times.
All right.
So I feel like that has redeemed the jersey.
All is forgiven then. Okay, let us bracket this bad boy out.
If you want to be the best, you have to beat the rest. It's time for the best thing bracket.
All right. Lots of cookies. Only 8 can advance all the way down to a 1. Now, okay, let me ask you this. Do we want to go any cookie, or do we want to split like 2 and 2 on each of our picks for homemade and packaged? Or do we just want to free-for-all it however it lands, it lands?
I think it needs to, however it lands, it lands.
Because I'm worried, like, a packaged cookie is not going to stand a chance against any of these others. That's my only worry. We don't have time to do 2 brackets.
Yeah. I think it just needs to be...
Let the chips fall.
If If one of us chooses a packaged cookie, then they just face whatever fate that they may face.
Let the chocolate chips fall as they may. Thank you,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. That's my time. Okay. Trying to remember who went last time, and it was me. So you get first pick on this one. Your first overall pick, sir.
The chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip, number one. I gotta go snickerdoodle.
No surprise there.
Yeah. Number two for you.
Here's one we did not talk about, and dang it, I meant to talk about it.
You're gonna make it your number two?
I'm going to make it my number two because
Wow.
it's that good of a cookie. Homemade version and the store-bought version, either one is great. It is the OCP, the oatmeal cream pie.
Okay, is that a cookie though?
How is it not?
Would you consider that a snack cake? It's labeled as served as a snack cake.
What is the whoopie pie?
I think you make a good point.
It is oatmeal cookies with vanilla cream in the middle.
You make a good point. Okay,
It's absolutely a cookie.
I concede.
And I love the Little Debbie version, but the homemade version is significantly even better.
That's a strong choice. I had not thought about that. Very, very, very strong. I'm going to go ginger snap. Ooh. No, I'm not. I'm going peanut butter cookie. Sorry.
Good choice, because I was about to take that one. I want the oatmeal raisin cookie.
Wait, back-to-back oatmeal. I'm surprised that's in the bracket. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised that's made the bracket. Number three for me, I'm going ginger snap.
See, I'm surprised that's in the bracket.
Although I'm tempted to put molasses in there.
Yeah. That's a better choice.
Yeah, I'm going molasses.
That's a better choice.
I can't spell molasses. Did I spell it right? Wow.
Yeah, no E after the L.
Okay. Your fourth one. Loft House sugar.
Well, yeah, the Loft House sugar cookie. There it is.
Oh my gosh! I cannot believe.
Let
they
me
did
go
that.
back up
I
here and
still
see.
can't-
Is there
yeah.
anything?
Oh, I know what my fourth one's going to be.
I know what.
I know what my
I
fourth.
feel like I know what mine is. I want the white chocolate chip macadamia nut
that's where I
cookie.
was going. Oh, that's exactly where I was going. You little duder. White chip mac. You know what? Because of that, I'm going to go Whoopie. Just 'cause
Over Oreo?
Oh, that's a good point. You're right, Oreo. You've convinced me twice on on changing this up. But you're right. That's definitely more iconic. If I could put Oreo Cakester in there, that'd be the real ticket. Okay, we have chocolate chip, but there's not even a. I mean, is there a contest here? Chocolate chip cookie versus Oreo?
It's not.
So we're just going to move it on. We're not even going to count.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a need.
Yeah.
We have Snickerdoodle versus white chip macadamia.
This is a tough one for me.
Not.
I know it's probably not for you.
It's closer than you would expect.
Really?
But
Okay.
it's not a close
Yeah.
thing. Okay, let's go Snickerdoodle in 3, 2, 1,
7.
9. That gives us
16.
16. Yeah, okay, math. If you play that backwards, it's probably like a demonic thing coming out of my mouth. So 16. Okay, white chip macadamia in 3, 2, 1, 7.
15.
15. Snickerdoodle going on. OCP versus molasses cookie. Woo. Okay, OCP in 3, 2, 1,
9.
8.
17.
Molasses in 3, 2, 1, 7.
14.
Okay. OCP moves on. Go ahead and pick real quick. Chocolate chip or OCP?
Oh my gosh.
You got to move one on.
I've got to?
You've got to. You got to pick one.
Can we finish it out and let me process in the back of my mind here for a minute?
Just know it's coming. Peanut butter versus oatmeal raisin. Is there really a debate? Do we really need to count here?
Oh.
I guess we do.
Hang on. Just give me 5 seconds here to think about this. Because
Aaron-
I know you would say it's not close for you between the peanut butter and the
No, it's not particularly close.
Okay.
Take all the time you need.
Okay, thank you.
You want to process out loud?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the oatmeal raisin has so much texture. It's got different flavors to it. The peanut butter just kind of the one note, but the peanut butter is so good. But then when you elevate the oatmeal raisin cookie with plumping up your raisins first, soak them in the plumping them up. Yep. And then you add brown butter to it. It's special. Peanut butter cookie.
Okay. That was a moment that we had right there. All right, peanut butter cookies moving on.
But it was close.
Okay, we both have winners on the side of the bracket that we're moving on. You got to pick between chocolate chip and OCP, and I got to pick between snickerdoodle and peanut butter.
You go ahead and pick.
Okay, snickerdoodle. They give you enough time?
Boy, you were fast at that.
All right, go ahead, process.
I know that you were thinking. Okay, here's the thing. The oatmeal cream pie is so good as a homemade version and the store-bought version.
Yes.
But the chocolate chip is so iconic. It may be every kid's first introduction to a cookie.
That's a good point.
You can do so many adult things with the cookie. Like elevating to better quality chocolate and the brown sugar and the vanilla bean paste.
Time's up. The song's over.
Chocolate chunks.
You get it. I thought you were going to call. You know only one of these. You know which one's going to win it. Search your feelings. You know them to be true.
It's the chocolate chip cookie.
It is the chocolate chip cookie. I don't even know that we need to debate this one. Snickerdoodle versus chocolate chip.
It's the chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip got to move on. I mean, we said it earlier. As much as I love Snickerdoodle, as much as you love the OCP and peanut butter, like the chocolate chip is the goat of the cookies.
It is. And Erica, I mean, she says that, she really wants our son to grow up to be like, hey, talking to his friends, my mom makes the best chocolate chip cookies of all the chocolate chip cookies in the world.
Yeah.
And I think that's how a lot of kids are always like, ooh, I love my mom's chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. Even
if they're the tub version or the break apart version, those are good cookies too.
Yeah.
I like those cookies.
They're great. When we were doing student ministry, we would have students over the house, and they always wanted Lauren's cookies, which is just the great value chocolate chip cookies that she would make. But they loved them; they're iconic.
That was a little harder than I meant. Think about
aggressive. If you're just listening, Aaron assaulted me.
Think about this.
I'm thinking,
we put chocolate.
Play the music again.
We put chocolate chip cookie dough into ice cream.
That's true.
We don't put oatmeal. Well, I guess we do put oatmeal cream pies into ice cream now.
Thanks to the Little Debbie company
doing that.
All right.
And you just eat chocolate chip cookie dough raw.
That's true. You don't do that with many other doughs.
We made the right choice.
choice.
I'm happy.
But we have one more choice to make, sir.
Oh.
It may be the best thing today, but is it the best thing of all time? It's time for the best thing battle.
All right. Are we going to have today? Are we going to add another thing into the Besties for the Resties Hall of Fame? College football rivalries is sitting there with 4 wins going up against the GOAT of cookies, the chocolate chip cookie.
The chocolate chip cookie.
And again, this show is so weird how these matchups happen. This is a intriguing matchup.
It is. But I know my answer.
You know your answer?
I know my answer 100%. I don't need music. I don't have to think about it.
Okay.
I'm like...
We just want to say it on the count of 3?
I'm like Chad Powers. Think fast, run fast.
All right, let's say it on the count of 3, and if we're right, then we don't have to do it at all. If we're wrong, then we'll go 1 to 10. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Chocolate chip cookies.
What?
Wow.
I didn't see that coming. I thought for sure you were thinking, I have my hand on the button, ready to crown college football rivalries.
Oh.
This is interesting. drama
Okay.
on the Best Things podcast.
Think with me for a moment.
Okay.
Imagine life without chocolate chip
This
cookies.
is where we get to make each other's case here, and then we'll vote. Okay. Plead the blood.
No, imagine life without chocolate chip cookies
Okay.
and all of their counterparts.
All
Again,
right.
chocolate chip cookie dough peanut butter ice cream that we had many episodes back.
Very good.
The fun that it brings, the memories that you make as a little kid growing up before you're even aware of college football rivalries.
I do love cookie
You're
dough.
thinking of chocolate chip cookies, and when your mom takes them out of the oven, she's like, "Hey, we got warm chocolate chip cookies."
Okay.
You're not aware of college football rivalries then.
My turn.
Yep.
Think about college football rivalries. Think about Arkansas and Texas. Think about Arkansas, all those Arkansas LSU games, the day after Thanksgiving, the tradition, the pageantry. Think about how much you hate Texas A&M. Think about Arkansas and Missouri. Well, okay, don't think about Arkansas, Missouri. Think about Ohio State and Michigan.
Yes,
Think about it.
but
The pageantry. It's bigger than you and me.
it is. But then when your team loses that game, it really sucks. And then you're mad. And you're like, man, I wish I had a chocolate chip cookie I could eat right now.
That's speaking as an Arkansas fan from experience. Because we play Bama this weekend and we've lost to them 14 straight times and we're kind of over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's vote.
Okay.
College football. Which one you want to start with? Defending champ?
Yeah.
Okay. College football rivalries in 3, 2, 1.
8.
16. Chocolate chip cookies in 3, 2, 1. 7. You duder, you rigged the system, but fair is fair.
I actually.
Chocolate chip knocks off college football. You didn't. They were at the 1 yard line, and you denied them entry into the end zone in the Hall of Fame.
What number did you say?
7.
What did our first one get?
Oh wait, yeah, 16. So that we could give it 17.
Okay.
Edge it out by 1. I knew my math was right in the moment.
I honestly thought that by giving it a 10, I was going to cause a tie.
Oh really?
That's what I thought was
You
going to
thought
happen.
I was going 6?
I thought you were going 6 with it, so I thought I'm going to go 10, and then
I'm not going to go down that far.
and then we're going to go to the 100 scale.
no, I'm not going to go down that far.
So that's why I went to the 10.
oh, boy.
But I do feel that strong about chocolate chip cookies.
I mean, it's easy to. You persuaded me when you said when you lose. That brought it really home for me. That made it personal, and that was a great point. Yeah, I think you deserve credit for that one.
There is nothing, though. I can promise you, nothing can dethrone the chocolate chip cookie. It is so
You think
legendary.
it's gonna go 5
it is so
straight?
great.
You think it's going to go 5 straight?
I mean, name anything that is better than a chocolate chip cookie.
Our wives.
Okay.
Our unborn children. You really want to do this? You want to go at it? All right. That'll do it for today. Chocolate chip cookie. You get the win. Hey, don't forget, leave us a review on Apple Podcast, and you got to let us know because, I mean, we'll see your review, but we need to know how to send you this mug. So hit us up on all the socials or feedback at Best Things Pod. And we're going to send you one of these mugs as a thank you for reviewing us. Tell a friend, send it to somebody, do all the stuff. Okay. Aaron, you got anything else?
No.
No?
Just texted my wife to get some chocolate chip cookies.
I like it. All right. For the Best Things, I'm Craig.
I'm Aaron.
We will talk at you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Best Things podcast. If you like today's episode, subscribe, comment, and review wherever you're listening now. Don't forget, connect with us on the socials at Best Things Pod, and you can hear your take on an upcoming episode.